It's Aaron the Metal Theologian. Yeah, this is the new fare, man. This is what we're doing. The new fare is noise and a mustache. This is another Hanson one. This is a Monstero. Okay? That's the fucking tier. Actually, let me just take this out because you can't see with the reflection. This is the J card. Look at that shit. It's about the weird cover. There's the band name, and there's the Hanson address, which is actually, I don't know if it's the right place, but it's the right city. Yeah. Fucking good shit, man. If I get a copyright strike, or not strike, I only had to strike once. If I get a copyright like ding on this though, I'll just gonna fucking laugh. Yeah, so sorry, my brain isn't working too well because I'm really fucking stuffed. I kinda ate a shitload today. But I had to come on for a couple minutes because a couple little public service announcements. First of all, if y'all haven't subscribed to our very own Eric Bauer's High Defamation podcast, you might want to think about doing that shit. It's on, I don't even know which services it's on right now. It's on a few, but it's kind of spreading through however that shit works. I don't know. If you search for High Defamation, you'll find it. That's some good shit. Eric knows his shit. And he's a cool guy. And the other thing, I've talked about Grown Man Record Night before. I'm not drinking a soda today because I'm kind of over that whole thing. I'm too fucking full, right? But the soda thing, if you watched me for that, I fucking just lifted that directly from Grown Man Record Night. Yeah, and Grown Man Record Night is just fucking fantastic. They're trying to get to 500 subscribers before their 300th episode, which is kind of hard to believe, but it's not really a show that's for everyone either, so just keeping it real on that front, you know what I mean? It's not like they do like fucking 10-minute videos, like, you know, I won't mention names, but some of these other bozos who, you know, it's just all fucking hype and flash, no substance. That's like a sitting down, fucking engaging for a while type of show, you know what I mean? If you really want to get into Grown Man Record Night, watch it live, and you can fucking watch it from like 8:30 till 3:30 on a fucking Friday night. No exaggeration. But at the very least, on YouTube, subscribe to the fucking talk show segment because that's dank. And that's the part that hooked me too, I'll be honest. Yeah. And I heard that this Friday show might be a little bit special too. You know, I hear things. And, you know, you should all watch that fucking show. Yeah. And then, like, you know, if I'm fucking hanging out with Spencer here and he's talking about carling a drink or something, you'll know what the fuck we're talking about. So anyway, that's a good tip. Yeah, let's show some records. So, I've kind of been drifting back towards the metal again a little bit. This one I'm moving is actually a new arrival. I haven't really listened to this enough yet to talk about it. It's a Czech band called Atomic. Look at that fucking cover, man. Like, I thought that cover was awesome, and then I realized that was a hand. I was like, man, it's fucking dumb. Jesus Christ. But I'll tell you, this record's really cool. I enjoy it. I mean, I'm not gonna, like, pretend I fully digested it, but, like, it sounds great, you know? And look at those guys, man. Fucking, that's like what you want your fucking Eastern European metal bands to look like, right? Yeah, so anyway, that's some shit. This is kind of an interesting one. And this is a much better cover, too. This is Trash Machine. Which is a pretty stupid name, but that's a pretty fucking fantastic cover, man. Breaking Through the Ranks. and this is, it's a little bit all over the place. Now, it's not as all over the place as, like, Cronier. It's a little bit more consistent than that as far as the quality of the songwriting, just sort of the listenability of it. But this record does throw you for a couple loops. Fundamentally, at root, it's it's a straight ahead, like, classic metal sounding album. Kind of on the fast side, but not as sort of thrashy as the trash part of the name might imply. God, what year is it? 92, 93 on Morose Records, which I found to be a very consistently good Russian label, since I shop by label and all. But yeah, fun record. Yeah, it's funny, you can tell by looking at these guys that it was already the 90s, right? But the record won't fucking disappoint you if you're looking for that 80s sound, you know what I mean? It's a couple years behind, just the way it is. And, yeah, when they're playing Bad Stuff and Radioactive Contamination, see that? They're not fucking around. Yeah, this throws you for some loops, but it's more like there's like some weird songwriting flourishes and some things that are like where you're like, how should I describe this, man? It's like they settle into the groove, right? You're listening to it going, yeah, you know what I mean? And then they like sort of play something different, and it's like, it throws you like, it's not like a Voivod type of throwing you or something like that, where they did something really weird. It's more just like they did something really different stylistically, and they sort of jumped into it. But you're like, that's not like they're doing some weird pop thing or like trying to pull a glam thing or something. That's like legitimate metal shit. It's just really different style from the other things. So, you know, it almost sounds like you've been two different bands cobbled together or something. But it's a fun record, man. Fucking Trash Machine. And, you know, like a lot of these fucking records, I'm telling you, you pay shipping from Russia, it's cheap. Shipping from Russia is expensive, okay? But that's what you're paying for. The records, $10 records. You pay more for a fucking Anthrax record than for a fucking Trash Machine record. Alright, Master. Just enjoy that cover for a second. Look how good that is. You know, sometimes I show these covers, and I don't even know what the hell I can say that the cover doesn't already say by itself. I mean, just look at that, dude. It's just fucking great, you know? Look how Slavic these guys look, man. Goddamn. You could tell they were Russian without even fucking looking at the address. Anyway, so this is a little bit of a later Master record. Actually, I shouldn't say that, because I don't know how long they stuck around. I know this is probably like their 4th or 5th record or something like that. I know they actually recorded in Belgium, too. How about that? So it was late enough they could, like, go to Belgium, right? This is awesome, too, by the way. That fucking thing with the crosses and the eyes, like, it's so funny, man. Anyway, this is a heavy record. It's, again, it's almost thrash, but it's a little bit weird. It doesn't quite deliver the thrash in the way that an American or even a German band would. You know what I mean? I think if someone came away from this record calling it a thrash record, I wouldn't be like, now you know, that's actually not a thrash record. That's actually blah blah, whatever bullshit I would come up with, which I'd probably just be improvising anyway. But this doesn't feel to me like a thrash record the way some of the other ones do. You know, again, it's not Destruction. It's not what Death Angel was doing around this time or anything like that. That's probably a bad example too. But yeah, so it's a cool record. Very heavy, heavier than some of the earlier ones. I forgot to mention that. I don't have all this shit right, but I sampled through some of it, and I kind of like this one for its heaviness more than some of the earlier ones. Awesome, good shit, man. Fucking yeah. I don't know. Should stick with the Russian shit, or do some other stuff. Here's a Muslim Gods record. I think I showed this. I've been listening to these guys a lot. But you know something? We're going to stick with the metal. Shit, though, man. You just copy the fucking Throbbing Gristle record, though, man. It's a reissue. Actually, this record's kind of overrated, man. I might have talked about this in an earlier video, but I don't know. I can see where in 1978 this might have ripped your face off, but I mean, look at what we're listening to right now, man. I mean, I've listened to a lot of shit that's kind of like this, and it's a good record. You know, I've got no beef with Throbbing Gristle, not on this record anyway, but you know, I wouldn't call it fantastic. You know, so I'm sure I did talk about that because someone in a comment hit me to this record, which is actually much better. And I wish I could remember who it was. You know who else? Speaking of people, god damn, there's some fucking bullshit on the cover. What the fuck? It's like, that's why I keep my records in plastic, because I don't know where the fuck that shit came from. I hope it isn't a rat turd. I'm just kidding. There are no fucking rats here. If there were, I wouldn't be fucking making a video like this. I'd be like screaming. No, so one of my last videos, actually, someone, and again, I apologize because I don't remember who it was now. I have to go look, and I'm kind of lazy. But someone was telling me about Minimal Man. So I went and checked this out. This is a good fucking record. I don't even know how to describe this one. At the same deal, I'm afraid to play it because I've been like intimidated into submission. But it's just a weird songwriting style is the main thing about this. It has an unusual color, sort of a dark color, and you know, a lot of the sorts of quote-unquote punk moves that I tend to like these days, which means more like they're doing something weird with it, you know what I mean? It's like closer to like the Mirrors than to like the Suicide Commandos, right? Vinyl Richie, if you're watching, you need that record, let me know. But it kind of has its own sound, though. I haven't fully digested this one yet either, honestly, but I just want to give a little credit to, you know, these channels don't read your comments and shit. Fucking, I not only like read comments, I spend money on the basis of your goddamn comments, so think about that when you're like making suggestions, man. I might like fucking starve next week because you told me some record was good. I was like, god damn it, that fucker's right, man. No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't go that far with it. God, I feel like I'm just rambling. Did I mention Grown Man Record Night? Alright, here's one. This band Tyrant. I kind of have, I don't know, love-hate is way too strong to describe my relationship with this band. These guys are American, by the way. It's more like sort of a like-dislike relation. Or not even like-dislike. It's more like feel indifference towards relationship that I have with Tyrant. Because I didn't really think much of them for a long time. The only one I ever had was the second one, Too Late to Pray. And I had it, I don't know, back a while ago. I didn't think much of it, so I got rid of it. Then I like got it cheap somewhere, and I didn't think much of it again. But then, like, I don't know, someone was talking about it in a video, and I put it on again. I was like, oh shit, this is really good, you know? This shit got reissued, and this actually, this specific one, King of Kings, is a little later. It's like '96. But Mr. Scott Waters, our very own, to whom we are all subscribed, and whom we also admire, because he's a hell of a fucking guy. Yeah, he said this was his favorite one. And I hate to say it, man, but I listened to it a couple times. I'm just kind of not hearing it. I think this record's kind of boring. So maybe that's something we can argue about. I'm going to keep this, because this is exactly the sort of fucking record where in 2 years I'll come back around and be like, oh my god, fucking Tyrant King of Kings is so good. God, how did I not clue into that? But I'm not cluing into it right now, I'm afraid. You know? So, yeah, we'll see. It's an inexpensive reissue, though. Curious about checking it out. I mean, I feel like I got like $20 worth just based on the education I got out of this. So, how do you like that? That was all side one. Let's listen to side two. Yeah, so Tyrant, maybe I'll figure it out one of these days, but not yet. Let's see what Monstero is doing on side two. Well, I should probably blank it. I'll just make an ass out of myself. I don't think so, though. I've actually listened to this shit. This has been a while, man. Alright, here's another one. You ready for a fucking jank? I've been showing off some covers this time, okay? All these covers are so good. Okay. Alright, Paranoia. Classic metal sound. Great songs. A little bit heavy on the flash for my taste. You know, I tend to like shit that's a little bit more understated. I mean, you know, it's weird calling any metal understated, but you know, when you get into like the flashy guitar solos and shit like that, that's the kind of shit that tends to turn me off. That doesn't mean there isn't a lot of shit that I like that's loaded up with that crap, but it's not the sort of thing that appeals to me, you know, fundamentally. This is a little bit heavier on that than something I would usually call a great, but 93, man, it's another late one. Again, man, it's Jesus metal. The Jesus metal got me ready to go for the fucking Russian shit. Maybe it was the other way around. I don't know. I talked about that in another video. But dude, look at that fucking cover, man. It's got everything, man. I mean, my God. It's got fucking violence. It's got a devil. It's got nudity. It's got skulls. I mean, that right there, man. I mean, what do you need me? And by the way, look at this fucking back picture. Check out the fucking, like, teeth they drew in on that, dude. Can you see that shit? Like, the fucking, like, goat legs on this guy. The cloven hoof. It's so awesome, man. So, I almost feel like all I need to say is that this record lives up to that cover, you know? Maybe not quite. I mean, that cover promises a lot, you know? But, this is a really fun record, though. It's just really good, you know? And how can you argue with a song title like Adskaya Tvar, or Adskaya Tvar, probably, or Krimier iz Morga. Yeah, it's fucking... yeah, no, I don't know any more Russian than you do. I'm kind of just fucking around. So anyway, alright, this one's a little bit more in the death metal camp. Wouldn't call it full-on death metal, though. It's 92. Fucking Phantasm. Fucking barbed wire pentagram. It's so good. Yeah, this one's very heavy. Very kind of sort of sloppy, thrashy. It's like not... You know, there's like, this is like, it's kind of like primitive death metal, really, in that it's not stylized the way most death metal really already was, by like 92, 93, thereabouts. It has that feel and that color and that sort of aesthetic without sort of having all of the, I don't want to say cliches, because that makes it sound, that's more dismissive than I intend to be, you know, it's actually awesome shit, so, but, you know, it's just... Yeah, you know what it sounds? It sounds like a death metal band from Russia is what it sounds like. You know, and actually, you know, so there's another one like that too that I should probably show. I think it's over here. God damn. Fuck, man. So much Russian shit. I was kind of stockpiling some of the shit while I was just like listening to all that weird like Muslim gauze, like college rock that I've been listening to. Yeah, but this band, man, Graveside, if I haven't talked about them before, this one's even more deathy than Phantasm, really, but still, it's a weird record. It has a song on it called Pray, Pray to Your Asshole, Mortals, followed by Helpless Swollen Creature. I mean, again, what can I tell you? Other than that, this is okay. This is more like sort of a classic death metal sound. Again, it kind of sounds like death metal from another planet, which I suppose Russia kind of still was in fucking... When did this one come out? I want to say 91, 92, 93, same general time period, you know. But yeah, great songs. Just a fun listen. I mean, I don't even know what to say about all these record bands sometimes, except that you should go check them out and do your own research, you know? I mean, I can sit here and talk about what I like and what I don't like, but, you know, ultimately it's up to you, you know? And I might call you a fucking moron because you like shit that sucks. No, I'm kidding, I don't do that. When I was 20, I would have done that. I was kind of a dick. But I'm not like that anymore. Alright, here's one more. This one is a lot more like, okay, let's put it this way. This is a band called First Aid, and I think First Aid were bigger Van Halen fans than Phantasm, or even Paranoia. This does not sound like Van Halen. it just kind of reminds me of him for some reason, just a little bit in some of the idioms. To say this is glam or party metal would be way overstating what this really is a classic metal sound, you know what I mean? Traditional metal. But again, maybe it's just a little bit of flash, even without being super flashy, man. I don't know, you know something? It's flashy for what that cover would seem to promise. Because again, man, my God. Fucking, someone painted this shit, you know? It's like, you know, you see all these computer graphics and shit. I'm not saying there aren't funny computer graphics, because there are. But someone, like, painted this. You know, they weren't fucking doing this in Photoshop in, what year is this, 1991? Yeah, man. Fucking, yeah. Yeah, look at that, dude. See that dude's haircut right there? I'm gonna vote for Harmless Rebel, Steve, to go for that dude. Yeah, we should, like, start, like, a petition or something like that, like a lobbying campaign for that shit. So, yeah. Alright, well, that puts me in about 20 minutes. So, High Defamation, fucking, I keep wanting to say blog. There's a blog called that. That's an older thing, though. I don't even know if he's updated that. The podcast, High Defamation. Go find it. Grown Men Record Night. Go find that. And everyone will be happy, especially me. No, especially you, because fucking, you check that shit out, you win.